What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. Now, in a video we did just 4 days ago, I'll make sure to link at the end of this, we got confirmation from one of the more trusted industry insiders that a production grid for Deadpool 3 does indeed exist, despite headlines generated the week before by the character's creator Rob Liefeld saying there were no plans currently over at Marvel Studios for the Merc with the Mouth. Now, in the days since this confirmation, we've had a ton of reports, including maybe the most important, how Deadpool plans to be reworked into the MCU, which version of the character we're getting, and how his consciousness will fit amongst the already existing superheroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as well as a doubling down by Rob Liefeld that we're still at least 5 years out from this movie. We're going to break down all the headlines going right now, everything from his reworking, the rumor of the earliest scene from the script being leaked, and of course Rob Liefeld's comments. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, as well as a whole slew of other Marvel related stuff, including this insane XM Studios 1/4 scale Beta Ray bill. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below. Remember, hit the notification bell and leave a like, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So guys, full disclosure and transparency, in the 2 years I've been covering the inner workings of Marvel Studios in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and again, the full spectrum, everything from the anonymous rumors that tend to be false all the way over to the official announcements, I have never seen a chasm in disparity on the same topic in headlines the way that I am seeing right now for Deadpool 3. Seriously, depending on where and what you clicked on today, you either saw the headline, how Marvel Studios plans on reworking and introducing the character of Deadpool into the MCU, or no plans for Deadpool for the next 5 years. So in an attempt to trace all of them to the source, that's exactly what we did, and we're going to tackle each one individually, starting with, though, what's the most interesting and the impetus for this video, how Marvel Studios plans on reworking the character, and a report that they're going to use the same consciousness left over from the Fox iteration. Basically, this says that how Marvel Studios will introduce the character is that we'll get the same Wade Wilson from the Fox spin-off of the character, but when he joins the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he will be the only one who's aware he's been rebooted in a different cinematic universe than the one he started in, which will mean you don't have to explain why none of the superheroes in the MCU know who he is or what's going on, but why he is the same iteration of the character and knows exactly what's up. For any other iteration of any other superhero, this would not work. But for Deadpool, I think there's a chance that it does. And we had heard rumors they were actually going to go the different route. He was going to be a different version of the same character and have no recollection of what's going on. That never sat well with me because it doesn't tie up loose ends. And if you have the same actor playing the same character, of course it's going to be the same conscious. Now, you've also probably heard those really silly rumors that those time bracelets that we saw in the end of Deadpool 2 are the same time bracelets from Avengers Endgame, putting them in the same universe. And there was an attempt by the original Deadpool, if you remember, to try to put it in a pseudo-adjacent position as much as they could without getting sued. That's why a lot of people rumor that that last battle that took place in Deadpool 1 actually took place on a downed helicarrier, although that would be a lot of work for Marvel to try to have to retcon. And now that we've seen a defunct version of the X-Men during Deadpool 2, I don't think that there's any want by them to sort of tie themselves over in a way that they don't have to. This solution would make a lot of sense for a lot of reasons, including not having to explain the X-Men universe at all, unless that's what Marvel actually wanted to do, considering it's the way it's always been. There are multiple universes in the comics. Why can't it be that way for the Marvel Cinematic Universe? And instead of ignoring it, actually acknowledge it alongside Deadpool's introduction, use the opportunity to do so. And that's the second headline making its way around, that the earliest part for the script in a possible intro scene has Deadpool explaining everything. Although here at Everything Always, and when I say I mean me, I'm going to put the big fat debunk on this. There is no way that there is a script floating around, and if there is, no one's gotten a sniff of it. Writers probably haven't even been hired, and in fact, they might even take pitches for this kind of thing. As early as this would be in pre-production, even having a production grid, there is no way there is access to any sort of script. At best, that headline simply implies someone's own theory about how they would do it, and quite honestly, that doesn't feel like Marvel at all. I know that they would be able to get this done via an introduction with Deadpool. It would be the perfect opportunity, but just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. It's never been Marvel's style or MO, and I doubt they're going to start now. If we get the same iteration of the character and he retains his consciousness and wants to be the only character that does so, that's fine. But again, that would fall into the same trap of Marvel even acknowledging the Fox universe, and unless that's something they decide to do head on, I would still say the best money goes on the original theory and rumor that we're going to get Ryan Reynolds' version of Deadpool, but it'll just be a different version of that character. And will there be light jokes and homage along the way from him having switched cinematic universes? Of course, that's in the style of Deadpool, but Deadpool breaking the fourth wall and or taking the entire MCU along with him as a cinematic universe are two totally different things. Now, as we mentioned, the third headline in completion, that there's still no plans for Deadpool over the next 5 years, which is an exact opposite of the rest of the headlines we've covered. Like I said, guys, I've never seen it like this before. Comes from Rob Liefeld, again, doubling down since Skylar Schuler making that tweet about there being a production grid in existence. And what he said in his most recent interview, and this is just a couple of days old, is that he stands by what he says, that he's had access for whatever industry insider knowledge he has. He's seen the next 4 or 5 years, say, and there are no plans for Deadpool. Well, there are no plans for Deadpool in 4 or 5 years. We've already discussed the 2023 slate, but that doesn't take 2024 off of the table, which could still be phase 5, which means he could still make it in exactly the time frame that Ryan Reynolds said he would last summer, literally June of 2019, alongside this Instagram post. It has always been phase 5 for Deadpool, and from all of these recent reports, at least it looks like it's still right on schedule. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below, including how would you like to see Deadpool brought into the MCU? What's the best way to do it? Do you want him to retain knowledge of his old self? Do you think he basically has to, considering it's the same actor and the same character? Or are you with me in thinking that a clean break is most likely what Marvel Studios wants to do, and or it's the best way to do it? It can be the same character, but please, for no reason, don't just go connecting yourself over to the Fox iterations of the characters, and you have to explain all sorts of retcons, as well as opening the door to a bunch of ridiculous theories like these are the same time bracelets. They don't even look the same. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below, and quickly let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. We're still giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, the next of which is at the 650,000 subscriber mark. We're right around the corner from that, about 4,500 subscribers away. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. Make sure to hit the notification bell with notifications turned on, and leave a like on this video. Now, that'll automatically enter you to win all of the rest of the prizes that we're announcing here at the channel over the next couple of days and weeks going forward, including this insane XM Studios 1/4 scale Beta Ray Bill statue. Now, if you're not into collectibles, if you don't keep up with companies like Sideshow and XM, these may be new to some of you, but they are absolutely immaculately detailed representations of some of your favorite Marvel characters. This one in particular measuring at almost 30 inches tall. It's over 2 feet, again 1/4 scale, and if you've never seen these things in person, they are absolutely awesome. I recently acquired this one from the Gem Mint collectible store, and he actually did a full in-depth review of this statue. If you want to follow that, I'll make sure to link it somewhere on this video or in the channel. You can find him over at Gem Mint Collectibles. Either way, guys, if you want to be entered to win, this is the prize at 750,000 subscribers as we make our way up to 1 million, and all the same rules will always apply for all of the prizes we announce. Hit the subscribe button and make sure to be a subscriber here at the channel, then leave a comment down below on this video. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. The best way to do that is to hit the notification bell with notifications turned on to make sure you keep up to date with our content, and drop a like on the video. Guys, my name's Michael Roman. This is Everything Always. Thanks so much for checking out the channel. Those of you who have been rocking with me for the last couple of years, I cannot thank you enough for your support. And if you're just finding the channel, stick around. We post everything Marvel related, everything from the most anonymous 4chan plot leaks that could be real and sometimes do come true, all the way to the official stuff coming from Marvel announcements, trailer breakdowns, and Easter eggs. Thanks for checking out the channel, and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.